Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, July 1st, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. This is probably like the third or fourth time I'm doing this video. Been having audio problems, so I'm completely removing all mics that I've tried. If you guys know of anything that works well with an iPhone, you can plug in a lapel. Let me know. If you watched a video, maybe send me one. Maybe they're not that crazy expensive, but I've tried like 3 or 4 and they just don't work. So I'm going without it this time. First up, over the weekend, there was definitely some type of quality update. It wasn't noticed by many SEOs, but it was noticed by a significant number of SEOs. I would say maybe like 5 to 10% of those that I track. It seemed to be that a lot of people were talking about this update throughout the week. Mostly Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but then some gradual stuff on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So there's definitely was some type of update that happened. Of course, Google did not confirm it, but something definitely happened. We talked about RankBrain last week that you can't optimize for it. It's kind of not ranking signal, but it is. But in a Stephen Levy article where he interviewed Google, Stephen Levy has access to Google like most people don't. He spoke to an engineer, and the engineer basically said that it's now used in practically all searches that people do. It used to be when they first launched a year or so ago, it was used in about 10% of queries. Now it's used in pretty much all of them, and it impacts the search results a lot, he said. So that's new news about RankBrain. Something weird happened to Hulu for about 2 weeks. Their traffic dropped off in terms of Google. I suspect, initially people thought maybe it was a penalty or something like that, but it looks like they fixed it. It probably was related to maybe an error that an SEO or a webmaster put into place. It's fixed, they don't have to worry about it anymore, but you saw drops like this in their search traffic, in search SEMrush and search metrics for about a 2-week period or so. John Mueller said that product pricing on your website is not a ranking factor, not an organic ranking factor. It doesn't impact how Google will rank your website. Of course, in Google Shopping, you can filter by price, but that's not organic, that's paid, and so forth. John Mueller answered a question in a Hangout this week that discussed how a website platform, I suspect, specifically probably for an industry like dentists or realtors or certain types of like plumbers or whatever it is, to make a website for an industry where they'll create your website, they'll host it for you, charge you a monthly fee, but also create the content for you. It seems like a lot of these places use the same content across all their clients. It's not uncommon. I've heard of these systems out there, but this is the first time I actually heard somebody who works at a company like that talk about it to John Mueller or Google. And John Mueller was very, very nice about it. And he basically said by doing that, taking content that you wrote in your company and spreading it amongst all your clients, let's say 100 different dentists, that's going to dilute everything for you. And it's not going to help you or them or anybody. And he said it in a nice way, but I think technically this also is a penalty. This also is something that is against Google's guidelines. He didn't say that. Talking about authorship, last week we said that Gary said at XMX that you no longer need authorship, you can remove it from your website, Google no longer uses it. So John Mueller was asked to explain that a little bit more this morning, and he did. And he basically said, now that authorship is removed, it's not that we know which author wrote the article, it's more that we know this article was published on this website first, and this website second, and third, and fourth, so we'll try to show the originating article or piece of content from the originating website. And typically they've done this forever. So I don't think that's new. Authorship being removed seems to me that they no longer know I wrote, or Danny Sullivan wrote this article on Search Engine Land, this article on Marketing Land, this article on Medium, and so forth. They just seem to remove that, which is interesting. Definitely take a look at that video to get more context. Google Maps is testing a new sort of Google My Business verification process. So no longer postcards. Well, they have postcards, they have phone verification, they have other Google Search Console verification, but you can also go ahead and now do a video chat, or some people could actually do a video chat with a Googler, and the Googler will be like, all right, show me your signage, show me your office, show me your car, just to try to get an idea if you are really a business. So that's pretty cool, a video chat verification process. Google Keyword Planner tool has been going through a lot of confusion. There's bugs. And because of those bugs, people are getting this screenshot that says you can't use it because you don't have any active campaigns. And people say, oh my God, now you need active campaigns. You need to pay for AdWords to actually use the keyword tool planner, the keyword planner tool, and that's not true. Google said there's a technical bug. They're working on fixing it. The bug has been out for at least 3 weeks now. I'm not sure what the holdup is, but again, it's a bug, and you should be able to use this tool, the keyword planner tool, for anything without having to pay. You just need a Google AdWords account. Google launched new partner badges this week, interactive ones to say the least. You click on this little thing, pops up what the person is a partner in, specializes in search ads, video ads, or whatever they're specializing in. Their search, mobile, video, display, and shopping are the 5 categories that you could actually go ahead and partner in. Plus, they released a premier version, which is red. If you are a Google partner that has a substantial portfolio of Google, they'll give you that premier one. Google search now for the people also search for feature may show images thumbnails. So this used to be just lines of what people also search for. Now they're also showing potentially images. I could get this to come for artist searches or music searches. So it's pretty cool. Google is testing larger font sizes for the titles in this search result snippet. So here's a GIF showing you the before and after, larger, smaller, larger, smaller. And also Google keeps testing the card format style, which you should know about. Google India, this is something we reported as a test like probably a year or so ago, or 6 months ago, I forgot exactly when. But basically Google India has a way for their searchers to flip between English and Hindi. And it's cool, you just click here to go to English, you click here to go to Hindi, and it flip-flops between. So it's a pretty cool feature. Maybe they'll launch this in other countries. Who knows? Maybe in the US they'll launch it in Spanish as well, Spanish and English. Google is testing a speed test tool, so all you gotta do is check my internet speed or speed test or whatever it might be, and Google's gonna show you a speed test directly in the search results. You hit run test, and it's performed by Measure Lab, and Dr. Pete found it. It's a pretty cool feature. Bing has added that, I think a couple months ago, so you no longer have to go to speedtest.net. eBay is testing AMP pages. They actually launched AMP pages in production for 8 million of their pages. Of course, there's problems with doing AMP on e-commerce, but they want to make the browse pages and the product pages AMP friendly. And they did this to 8 million pages. They actually showed examples of it. And John Mueller was asked about this, and he said, yeah, you probably should be thinking about making your website, no matter what industry it's in, obviously except for gaming, AMP friendly. Informational pages, e-commerce pages, any website you have, you should really think about how you can make it amplified, according to Google, because they're just going to push it more and more. It's not going anywhere, he said. John Mueller also shared an article that shows how many commits or code changes Google makes in a day. And of the 25,000 engineers, 95% of them have access to the Google repository, and they do about 16,000 commits per day. 24,000 additional commits are done by automated systems, which I'm not sure what that means. They have 15 million lines of code changes, and so forth. It's pretty impressive numbers, which I think. Maybe I'm wrong. And finally, Google Plus, which many of you thought wouldn't be around today, celebrated their 5th birthday or anniversary a couple days ago. Surprised to see them there, but they actually went ahead and did that. So anyway, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable, SERoundtable.com. This is the week July 1st, and everyone have a great July 4th weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Bye.